Well guys, when we left you last time, I showed you the new wheels that we're doing. We still haven't got the tyres on them yet. But in the meantime, when we had that red AU, it had some SSL springs, which I think stands for super low. Super low. So we're going to drop the springs out of the current Falcon and switch them across to the SSLs. So they're the new springs to go in as soon as we get these old ones out. Now we've got a special tool coming over too to compress the shock and spring to switch them over as well. Right, is that not off now? Yeah. Right. Go and grab the jack. We'll put a bit of weight on this just to slide this out. So we're going to undo that bolt or that nut, knock that bolt out, and that'll allow that ball joint and that top arm to slide up, and then with a bit of this will pull it out this way and we should be able to get that out. Give that a little right, pop that down and see if it'll drop now. Look at that. Now get that brake line out. Okay, after quite a bit of mucking around, if you give that a half twist, it seems that the diameter narrows when you give it about a 90-degree twist and it pops out. So next bit is push this arm up and see if we can, get this out. Now, you want to jiggle on that and I'll push down. Doing anything? There you go. Well, push that back at the bottom. And out it comes. Then it's just a case of doing the same thing on the other side, and then we'll get that compression tool and swap them over with those nice new yellow ones.
hammer.
Yeah, that's nice and easy. Easy. You know what size?
18 on the impact.
I've got a bit
Definitely lower.
It is lower, isn't it? That'll probably even out when they do the back.
What's that?
It'll probably lift up a little bit when you do the back, but it's now pouring, so we'll get the lead at the front. Well, the boys went ahead and lowered the back without me around, so it's now sitting a lot lower. And Edward's just talked to me and he's not sure about those other wheels that we refurbed, and he's got a lead on another set of wheels. What are they? What type of wheels are they?
AU Tickfords.
Tickfords, are like honeycombs?
No, 17-inch.
All right.
What the XR8s and 6s came with.
Well, we'll go and see if they're any good, and if they are, we'll whack them on. So we've just bought 5 Tickford wheels. 4 have got centre caps. 2 of them are 235s and 2 are 225s, so we'll stagger them accordingly, front and back. And Edward's just brought the AU down here. So they all look in good condition. There's very little gutter rash on these. So these will be better than the ones I tried fixing up before. So we'll get the car up and pop them on.
Can you show the torch?
You should have got the Tickford thing heading up the right direction.
Oh, I'll just figure it out.
Yeah, so that's the first one on. It certainly looks better than those steels. Well guys, I know it's a bit dark, but I think you get the idea. I might try and get some daytime video before we finally publish this. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, so I'll get some video in the morning and just show you the final look, but they look all right. Well, it's daylight now and we can see these wheels a lot better. In fact, that looks a lot better in the daylight than it did last night even, so I think it's looking good. So definitely wrap this episode up now. It's sitting good with those wheels, and the height and the suspension, whilst fairly low, still isn't too bad, I think. So yeah. So guys, that'll wrap us up for this one, and I don't know what's next for this code. We've done a little bit in the interior. He's just put a head unit in. Probably won't even bother showing you that. If I do find a video just to show you that, I will, but that might be all he does on this one for a while. Okay, see you next time.